My name is Christy Key. I am the executive pastor here at Hennepin Avenue United Methodist Church. I have mainly grown up here in Minnesota. My family's from Kentucky, so my formative years were in the South. I definitely have had faith for as long as I could remember. My parents brought me up in an evangelical Christian home. When I became a mom, my faith held greater weight. And so I took my own faith in my own hands and I started my own relationship with God. And God really brought me through this deconstruction process. As a young girl and as a young woman, I really was taught that I never belonged to myself. I belonged to everyone else and God. And what compelled me towards ministry was God really showed me my own leadership strengths that had not really been named for me in the community that I had been brought up in. And I went on a silent retreat in the middle of COVID, and it became very clear that God was calling me to ministry. When I heard of this position of the executive pastor, and I knew that it was with Elizabeth McCauley, whom I greatly respect and admire, and I've worked with previously, and it was in Hennepin Avenue United Methodist Church, this is a job of a dream come true. I love the legacy of this church. I love the history. I love the people. I love the ethos of inclusion and belonging. The life of the church is thriving. I remember coming in here for my introductory interview, and there was so much energy just on a Tuesday night. And it's just fun to be here. When it feels like there's just hit after hit after hit coming, whether it's mass gun violence, mass starvation and genocide, our own political turmoil that we're facing, there can be this sense of hopelessness. But I think we also, when we look too far out instead of up close, that's where the hopelessness and the helplessness comes in. So if I look at my kids and I can see the influence I have with them, and I can hold their hand and bring them to opportunities where we can help the homeless. We can go to the Dignity Center. We can march at the Capitol for LGBTQ rights. We can be with those at church who are also grieved by what's happening, and we can be comforted and feel known in our heartache. It's in those times where I have had those who love me and close to me say, my faith is going to carry you. The issues that really stir in me really have to do with righting some wrongs of our past and naming even what some people do in the name of Christianity today. I really feel empowered to speak to all people whom have been pigeonholed. I'm passionate about people knowing and believing in their bodies that God truly loves all people. There is not some litmus test that we have to pass. There's not some hierarchy. The ground at the foot of the cross is level.